I don't normally, like Lawrence, get drunk and go see things, but we got drunk beforehand, and then there was a point in that movie where the sun started coming up, and Dracula was like, oh no, when the sun comes up, I won't have the power to defeat my enemies. And it timed out with me sobering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be drunk enough to keep watching the rest of this movie.
And then he came home, he stumbled home, and then I smelled his breath, and I said, it smells like garlic. Have you been watching Dracula Untold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why they make flasks. So when you're in a bad movie, you don't get trapped. I got trapped in Suicide Squad. I had to leave 3 times to get drinks.
I saw you leave 3 times.
I like that he uses the word had.
Yeah.
Catch me up. What happened?
Next to him.
The bar was mysteriously full that night.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Open House. This one is sponsored.
Whoa, we did it.
We're back, baby.
was
So
close.
because we got money for this episode, we're raising the production value way up, as you
yeah.
can tell.
What are we gonna do?
Well, as
What?
you can tell.
I can't. I mean, it's the same thing.
Mac Weldon sponsored this one, and
Matt, is it because Matt Peak's here? Is that why?
as you can tell,
Look behind you. Your first question this week comes from Jason is Rejects.
Rejects.
Sure. If you were a Greek mythological god, what would you be the god of?
I'd be that drink in the armrest that runs out way too quickly and you got to get up in the middle of a musical number to go get more. Except if you pray to me, your drink will be overflowing, ever-flowing, which is not so good from a slipping perspective, but good in that you don't have to miss the best parts of Suicide Squad to go to the bar.
god of alcoholic theater beverages.
Yeah,
Yes.
an unlimited alcoholic theater beverage god.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. I'd be the god of the beach, and I'm always there in my board shorts, keeping the surfers safe until they go into
Too far.
out of my territory.
Then you're not in your territory.
I can't do
That's the
anything
god of the
about that.
ocean.
Jason Momoa.
You twist your ankle playing volleyball. Should have prayed harder, bro.
You twisted my ankle on that beach?
Hey, should have prayed harder, bro.
I'm the cousin of beach god. I'm studying abroad.
You're the god of Hawaii?
No. Like, I was just studying abroad. I'm the Greek god of
You know what he's
abroad.
talking about?
Nope.
I think he's like a perennial college graduate who doesn't want to get a job, so they backpack around for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, my parents got money.
The god
I'm
of
like-
laziness.
I take up the phone. I'm like, yo, Zeus.
The god of privilege.
The god of privilege.
Hey, Dad Zeus, I need 50 more.
Your dad Zeus acts like he doesn't know who it is. Who is this?
Yeah.
Elise, you want to answer?
I'd be Muppocles. That's the god of Muppets.
Absolutely.
So I'm technically mother of Muppets, but except I eat all my children.
Uh-oh, like the Titans.
Why do you eat the Muppets?
Because it's like that TLC show where people have like weird addictions and they eat like their couch cushions.
And felt and stuff.
Yeah. So,
Problem with eating a Muppet is that Jim Henson did such a good job hiding all the stitching that there's no place to pull. There's no place to get. You gotta
eat
like
it whole.
gnaw on it.
Eat the whole thing. Right
Get it
down,
in there.
Right down the
maybe
gullet.
that's what happened to him.
He died choking on a Muppet.
Just couldn't resist.
So I would be the god of hot guys, because if I'm the god of hot guys, then that means I could conjure a bunch of hot guys around me, and then we could all go out to the club.
Nice.
The club's got girls there, so hopefully the god of hot girls shows up, and I got hot guys. We got all these hot guys, all the hot girls at the club.
There's one of us left who hasn't answered yet, who could solve all of this for us.
Wait, what are you gonna be? What's your god?
God of the games and athletic prowess.
Okay.
I'm watching baseball lately.
Come on, what you're gonna be the god of?
He's the god of pussy.
Yeah.
I got a female ejaculate. Spraying it everywhere.
No,
They
next
can't ain't it, Bruce. It's
If
not
you
their
don't
fault.
believe it won't happen, I don't have the strength.
Pussy juice.
Next question from Saxy Panda Bear. By the time this question gets read, I'll be 1 week into my new job. What's the most memorable thing you've experienced in your first week at a job?
When Sean Poole crushed my puss.
I'm gonna crush your pussy.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Power slammed it.
It's like,
Damn.
ambulance is coming up. I couldn't walk.
Damn,
They had to pull the blankets up to make sure you can see.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah. I was working in a movie theater, and the first X-Men had come out, and it was my job to go as an usher and clean up all the shit in the aisles after people left, but that you had to get there early. So I ended up seeing the final scene between Professor Xavier and Magneto when they're playing chess.
Yeah.
About probably 150 times in 1 week.
That's the best scene
That's
in
one
the
of my
movie.
favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Is one of us joking?
I don't know.
When I got my first post-college job, I hated it so much that I think I called out sick twice in the first week.
Uh-oh.
So that's cool. I got to stay home and play video games.
I got one. I applied to be a salesman, a door-to-door salesman. This is a real thing. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait. They have really great products that you could stand behind. You sell knives, and basically like they're these really badass knives. They got a full tang. You know, full tang means
That's
the
a
knife
good
goes
thing.
all the way down to the handle. And
So you did your homework.
I did all my homework. I was all set to go, and I was just about to take the job, and I found out it was actually a Ponzi scheme.
What?
And I had to turn it.
Nice.
They had already offered it. They had already offered to me. But they found out. Yeah, they found out that I had to pay into it
Yep.
to get a job.
Because you got to buy all the knives first, right? And then you sell them?
And I felt like a fool. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be rich.
I remember I worked at an arcade for exactly 1 week. I forget if I was let go or I quit, but I think it was a mutual leaving. All I remember was I was unable to fix any of the arcade machines, and I immediately got trash on myself, so I had a big mustard stain
Eating a hot dog you fished out of the trash.
on my shirt, and they made me pay for it. So I think it ended up evening out.
Matt Peak, what about you?
During college, about a week in to this job, I worked at FedEx, the like preload shift, like late at night.
Oh, you would, like, load packages and stuff?
Yeah, before the guys come in
Yeah.
at like 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning, and I found myself waking up in the middle of class from like a dead sleep, and I never experienced that before, and I knew it was time to quit.
So he quit school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Commit to the
Went
FedEx
to work for
job.
FedEx full time.
Next question from Mr. Lord Knows. My dad once peed next to Razor Ramon in a bar. If you could pee next to a wrestler/celebrity, who would it be? I mean, Razor Ramon is my answer.
And now he can be standing up.
Yeah, he can actually stand on his own now that
What
he's
happened
not
to
on
him?
drugs all the time.
So wait, he was on drugs and he couldn't stand
His
up?
knees got really bad, but then Diamond Dallas Page rehabilitated him and
figured
helped
out
him
for
walk
yoga.
again.
Yoga? Wow.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
That's what
they
friends
show
are
the
for.
video.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I actually have the best answer because I already did it. I peed next to Gene Simmons at an E3.
How big is his dick? How
Yeah,
big is his
he's
dick?
dick.
So I actually, since I figured out it was Gene Simmons, I tried to get a glance, and I mean, as a good man would, and I did this thing, and I couldn't see, I couldn't tell if it was his thumb or his penis, and that is an honest mistake occasionally if you're looking at other men's penises.
Yeah,
while
but not
pissing.
if it's a huge penis.
That's true. If it had been larger than his thumb, I would have seen it and been like, whoa, it's really that big, but I didn't see it.
The trick is to share a stall with somebody so they
same
do
time.
see it. Yeah, and then
Oh.
you could measure right there.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I
that
would
they
stretch
can
it way
piss
out.
down in the
get your
toilet.
streams to
and you-
splash
And
against
go
each
take
other.
a photo. Lasts longer. Seriously, please.
I'm going to say Selma Hayek. I'd like to pee next to her.
Yeah.
Either
She's
one
really
is
short,
acceptable.
just a heads up. She's
So?
really short.
That means she's all low to the ground. That means I can peek under the stall easier.
You get her on that female urinal, and then that way she can pee against the wall just like with you.
Where women like put their hands on the ground and they throw their heels up on the wall.
No.
And then wait, what?
What are you talking about? No,
What
they
are
go
you
like,
talking about?
It's a female urinal. They go
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
hold on.
Is that how you pee?
I've never seen this.
Is that how you pee?
Yeah, spray that wall.
Push the juice. This guy right here.
I guess I can just go down the list of celebrities who I have actually peed next to.
Uh-huh.
Shigeru Miyamoto and Michael Jai White. Who was my favorite, you ask?
He'll never tell.
I don't know. I mean, who cares? It's just piss, right?
No, you gotta find out how big their dick is, dog.
Oh, Miyamoto then.
Elise?
Would want to pee next to Andy Dick. Would not want to pee next to Janine Garofalo. Andy Dick would pop over and go, "What are we doing here? Are we peeing?" and then John Lovitz would stumble in and they'd start a fist fight.
Now
He's
he's John
responsible
Lovitz's
for Phil
impression.
Hartman's death.
This is a joke from 1998. I love it.
I need to make peace with Phil's passing.
Elise has this like perception of being like the most young and hip out of all of us, but I mean, she's basically the old woman from Driving Miss Daisy.
Remember that Phil Hartman joke?
Did you see the new Abbott and Costello picture?
Phil Hartman has been alive for 20y years.
I hope Andy Dick sees this
Yeah,
one. I'll
because of
rub him
Andy
the wrong
Dick.
way.
All right, Matt Peak. Who's got the biggest dick?
That's not the question. That said, I would like to pee next to the Big Show.
Oh, good answer.
Very good.
Really good answer.
Like
Just
that?
to-
Yeah.
You're like, is that your thumb or your dick?
It'd be like peeing next to a horse. You'd be looking at your watch waiting for him to stop.
Well, that's the thing. I would like to just feel the presence of someone.
You'll feel
who's
something.
Oh yeah,
Maybe splashback.
it'd be all
3-4.
warm. You can feel the heat coming off the
Three,
urine as it
three,
hit
four
the
times
urinal.
my
I feel
mass.
like waves of
as a
air
human.
pressure that would change as he starts firing into the urinal.
Oh, he's gotta pop his ears pop.
It's like landing in a plane.
Yeah. Don's
Splash zone.
laughing.
I know Don's laughing.
Good
He's
episode, huh, Don?
visualizing
Yeah.
it right now.
Who do you want pee next to, Don?
Butterbean, okay.
This is a timely episode.
I was gonna say
Open
she's
up.
making Phil Hartman jokes,
Man.
making butterbean
What's
jokes.
Richard Grieco up to?
Spanky Dank 17 writes, you have been given one Funhaus flag to plant anywhere in the world. Where would you stake your claim and why? Mine would be directly into the toilet right after Selma Hayek gets done. And I would try to rush in there before she can flush.
I would put a flag in Space Mountain. So like they'd just be right there, and as you blitz by, you'd see it flutter real
You
quick.
wouldn't really see it though.
it's
Yeah,
really-
there's
it's
lights
really
in there
dark.
now.
It's really
Are
dark
there
in
lights?
Yeah, because now it's X-Wings.
What?
Have you not been on New Space Mountain?
No.
It's nice.
Hyperspace Mountain, Bruce.
Hyperspace Mountain is awesome. You're like on an X-Wing flying around doing X-Wing missions. You blow up the Death Star at the end, and then there's a Funhouse flag flapping in your face.
Can't believe you haven't been on Hyperspace Mountain.
Dude, you need to do it.
No, I'm not rich.
I would take that Funhouse flag by the flagpole and I would stab it through Andy Dick's heart. Because he got Phil Hartman's wife back on drugs.
No one cares.
And then that's what put her over. That's what he took him
watch,
from
like, a
us.
documentary?
No,
Or
we didn't watch
or-
anything.
okay.
He hasn't come up at all. This is the first I've heard of it.
At least you've been thinking about Phil Hartman all day.
I mean, do you ever stop? What about Beanie? Whatever John said.
Butterbean?
Butterbean.
At
Did
least
you
he
ever?
was a wrestler.
Boxer.
He was tough man. What about Peak?
Oh yeah, Pete.
Yankee Stadium.
He doesn't like the Yankees.
That's
I don't
what
know.
I know. Rub
It's
it.
the
rub-
Giants.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say Antarctica because I'd
All
like
right.
to go there.
Nobody's
First
discovered
ones.
it yet. You could go there.
We could be the first.
Liquid AT wants to know what is the official Funhouse sport? Probably a foot bag or jazz frisbee.
I've never heard of that.
Resembles nothing like an alto saxophone, but I can figure it out. Let's go. I was gonna say highlight, but those sound way more extreme. So I'm gonna go jazz frisbee.
I was going to say water polo because I believe water polo is the sport where you wear the least.
No, that's jazz frisbee.
Jazz frisbee, you wear even less.
You don't have to wear that dumb helmet.
Oh, that's true. They do
water
wear a
helmet.
helmet.
Yeah.
They do wear a helmet.
So
All
the
right.
water doesn't knock you unconscious.
So we'll see.
I think so you don't get swimmer's ear.
Well, I
right?
was gonna say lip syncing to Blink-182's last rock show, whatever it was.
I know that because I'm young.
But then I realized I too am
20 years
young.
ago.
You wouldn't know it if you were young.
I realized that sport is merely a subset of jazz frisbee because you can lip sync any song really while jazz frisbee.
Right.
I think everyone here at Funhouse has a fear of becoming crippled, like the late Christopher Reeves.
I would agree.
So
dead.
we play reverse polo, where we put the horses on our backs,
Oh.
and then the horses swing.
But
We
what if,
never fall
what
off.
if the horse falls off me and he gets paralyzed?
So what?
And then they put the horse in a commercial where the horse walks.
Do they have horse wheelchairs?
Yes,
know.
I'm pretty
Wheelchairs?
sure it's like a dog
a
wheelchair,
shotgun.
but
Last question.
All right, Watermelon God. You have the chance to teach any sort of class at Hogwarts. What class would you teach?
James, what about fashion?
Oh, you could teach kids how to dress nice.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
only to dress nice,
Right.
but also to dress comfortably.
Uh-huh.
From their robes
Yes.
to even below.
Right.
Like their underwear.
Right.
Which they should probably do with Mac Weldon.
Oh, there we go. Nice job. Good setup.
And so yeah, Mac Weldon, it's super easy. Most everyone here are probably wearing Mac Weldons right now. You may know them as an underwear. There's Mac Weldons. I got mine on. You may know them as an underwear supplier. Super easy. You go online, shop there, buy everything. But Mac Weldon is actually way more than that. You can get shorts. I was in my shorts all weekend. And you can get sweatpants, shirts, all kinds of stuff. Socks. Mac Weldon socks are great. Mac Weldon believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. They even have a silver underwear line, which basically means it's antimicrobial, which means that even if you stink, the stuff you're wearing won't stink. If you want to be comfortable, you can get your first pair of Mac Weldons and keep it. Even if you don't like it, they'll refund you, no questions asked. And if you want to get 20% off your order, go to macweldon.com, use promo code OpenHouse. You will not regret it. Do you think they're going to start selling robes soon for our school?
Harry Potter themed robes
Oh, what if you could pick what house you wanted to be and they'd print it right there on your Mac Weldons?
on my underwear.
dude, that silver line if Matt peeks around. That antimicrobial, yeah.
He's talking about yours. Got a puss,
Keep
dog.
that puss smelling fresh. Matt Peak's juicing it up.
Yep.
Is God Matt Peak juicing you up? Try Mac Weldons.
Right. I have to sleep with Chad Kroger from Nickelback.
Get to.
Get to, yeah, thank you.
Isn't it like a Canadian rite of passage?
To sleep with him.
It's like
yeah.
prima nocta, but
Yeah.
bad.
Would you say that you're punk or not?
I would be really punk. How's she sound?
Canadian.
Can you do a Canadian accent?
Do Crystal Castles.
That's what they sound like.
Does that a beat to it?